guys, today I got some more books to haul. So in January, I just kind of got and received books from all kinds of different places, so that at the end of the month, I just kind of accumulated this kind of big stack of books for my personal standard. And so I thought I will share all of these books with you today. So the first book is The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, and this is actually a book that I won in a giveaway in the holiday booktubeathon. Holiday? Christmas booktubeathon? Well, the December booktubeathon. And it was really funny because I think I only participated in like one or two of the reading sprints, and I think this is kind of the only giveaway that I participated in that booktubeathon. The sprints and this giveaway was actually run by Maddie and B. In the moment where they announced that I was the winner, I wasn't even like in the first place happy about receiving this book. I was just laughing because I was like, how am I winning this giveaway exactly when Maddie and B are running it? It is so funny, and they vlog their whole booktubeathon. So they also vlogged the moment where they got my name out of the jar and saw that I had won. And it's just wonderful. I'm gonna link it down below. So anyway, I won this beautiful book. It's so pretty. Oh my god. And the thing is, I obviously heard a lot of buzz about this, but I wasn't like initially thinking of getting this for myself. But now that I have it, I'm obviously very, very excited. This is definitely one that sounds very, very promising. At least with all of the reviews and opinions I have seen on it. I don't really know what it is about, but I have it. I have positive opinions on it. That's all I care about. Then we have The White Rose and The Black Key, both by Amy Ewing. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I don't know. Couldn't find anything online. These are the second and third book in the Lone City trilogy. I read the first book in January, and then even though I wasn't the biggest fan of it, I still really, really wanted to continue with it. So I didn't want to own these books. But the Kindle copies were like same or more than these paperbacks, and so I just decided to whatever and get these. I already read them, and you can hear my opinion on these in my January wrap-up. I wrote a very detailed Goodreads review for the first book, but I also wrote a little bit of my thoughts for the second and third book. So if you're interested in that, check my Goodreads or watch my January wrap-up. And then once again, I had to get a play for my acting class. This one was actually by a German author, and I thought I want to get a used copy of it, and then obviously while buying that used copy I had to order like 2 more books, just to get rid of the shipping costs. Obviously that's the only reason why I got more books. But anyway, so I got Fuhrmann Henschel by Gerhard Hauptmann. As I said, he is a German playwright, and I'm doing a monologue out of this, blah blah, same old stuff. I'm actually pretty excited about it. I haven't read a play by a German author in quite a long time, so I'm definitely excited. I really like the monologue that I'm doing out of it. It's actually one of my favorite monologues that I have done in a really, really long time, and so I'm definitely super excited to read this play and kind of see more of what it is about. So when I bought that book, I also got a used copy of The One by Kiera Cass. That means that I finally have the whole trilogy of the selection. I'm so happy. Like, I always waited for all of them to be available in the used store, and now finally I have The One, which is actually my favorite book from the trilogy, and it is in basically perfect condition. Also really, really like the Naked hardcover. If I get my hands on used copies of the kind of companion duology to this trilogy, this is so complicated, I will probably get them as well. I just like these pretty dresses on the cover. I mean, whatever. The spines, they really represent the cover, and so yeah, I just really like these, and I just really wanted a whole trilogy in my collection because I do feel like I want to reread these at some point. They're just so great and fluffy. Then I have Solitaire by Alice Oseman, and I was so happy that this was available right when I had to order this one book, because I've been wanting to read a book by Alice Oseman for a really, really long time. Both Maddie and B from Heartful of Books really love Alice Oseman, and so I've been saying I'm gonna read one of her books soon. I mean, this really isn't in the greatest condition, but honestly I don't really care because it was like really cheap, and I'm just so glad I own it now. I honestly have no idea what it is about, but I'm excited and has been recommended, and I'm looking forward to it. And then finally, I have a few books that one of my teachers kind of on hold, you could say. He is moving this month, and he kind of just wanted to get rid of quite a lot of books, and he just said, you know, just browse through all of these. If there's anything that interests you, just take them with you. I'm just glad if I am getting rid of those. I just grabbed a few books. Honestly, I have no idea if I will ever read them, but I just thought, why not grab them if they are for free, and then if at some point I just give them to a charity shop, if I, you know, maybe give them to someone else or whatever, even sell them maybe. Doesn't really matter. At this point, I'm just kind of feeling like, why not grab them if I can't grab them? So first I have The Goldbug and Other Tales by Edgar Allan Poe, and this is actually a copy where you always have translations at the bottom of the page for some words, not for all of them, but for some words that might not be as common. So I feel like for reading Edgar Allan Poe, that is actually a pretty good thing. Like most of the books I read, they are easy for me to understand. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to look up any words. But I feel like for Edgar Allan Poe, it's probably gonna be a bit more complicated to understand. So I feel like this is perfect. I don't know what to expect from this at all, but I just thought, why not grab it? Then I have Naoko's Lächeln by Haruki Murakami. And actually, I was never really interested in reading anything by Haruki Murakami, especially not in English. I just think it's probably too complicated. At least that's kind of what I expect from everything that I've heard. But I just thought, you know, this is a German translation and I might as well grab it. It intimidates me, but I also think it could be a really, really great read. And you know, if I end up reading it only in like 5 years from now, whatever, I mean, that's fine. I just own this book. It was for free. If you have read this, let me know what you thought about it so I can kind of be maybe motivated to read this. And then finally, I have this beautiful book, which is a collection of fairy tales by Hans Christian Andersen. I know it probably doesn't look special and it looks kind of old, but I feel like that is just how fairy tale books are supposed to look. It has a ribbon, it has illustrations in it, and this honestly just really feels like a book that you might want to pick up from time to time and just read one of the fairy tales. Yeah, I was just really excited to see this, and I never actually read, like actually physically read any of Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales, so I am actually excited to check some of these out. And these are all of the books that I got in January. As I said, like a really kind of cool collection of different things that just kind of all came to me pretty randomly this month. And yeah, I'm excited about reading all of these. Well, some of these. As I said, let me know if you've read some of these, especially the Haruki Murakami book. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!